Hey, I'm live. I just decided to come on here impromptu. That was fun. Just decided to, I don't got anybody in here. Am I even in the right account? Yes. Breakfast cereal impromptu live. Let's see if anyone will join. There we go. We got a few in. Hey, I just decided to do an impromptu live. I just had a members only live chat for the last half hour. Decided to hop in here on YouTube right after while I was in the live mood and check in with everybody and see how everybody's doing. How you doing? We got dismembered Yoltic. Hello, chat. What's up, people? Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. Like I said, just came out of a live stream with the members of the channel. We had a very personal chat. There was only about 10 of us there, but it was great. So I decided I would come on here and YouTube after and chat with everybody and see what everybody's up to on this fine Wednesday evening. Very impromptu. We can talk about serial killers. We can talk about whatever you guys want. Just let me know in the chat. I don't even need these anymore, do I? But yeah. What's everybody up to tonight? Hey, Bridget, what's up? Brigitte, maybe. Epperkin, welcome. Gigi Lopez, hello. So, yeah, we've had a resurgence here on the channel in the last little bit. It's been great to see it kind of spiking back up. I think it was having to do with the where'd all the serial killers go coming back. What do you guys think? Let me know. Hello. We got to get some more people in here. I've never done like an impromptu YouTube chat. Have you seen the interview with Tyler Hadley? No. Who's Tyler Hadley? There's so many serial killers. I don't know them all. Wait, Hadley. No, I can't think of it. I don't think so. But yeah, say hello, introduce yourself when you join. I've never done an impromptu live like this. I normally schedule it the day out or a few hours before, but I just thought, hey, I just did a live with all of my Cornflake channel members and I was in the swing of it. So I thought I'd just hop on here to the public too and chat. What do you guys want to see me cover next? What's something that I haven't talked about on the channel that you think needs some attention? What topics, what serial killers, which I guess is the expression. There's not the word to use. But yeah, you know what's funny? We didn't, have you thought about doing episodes on like dictators like Pol Pot, Hitler, Mao, etc.? Just the deaths they were responsible for. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about doing Hitler. I talk about Hitler and how do you fall in love with a serial killer. I talk about Hitler and Eva Braun. Not that he's a serial killer, but it kind of worked into the discussion of falling in love with a bad person, right? Terrible person. So yeah, you could check that episode out because there's maybe a 2-3 minute stretch in that episode on right off the top towards the beginning of the episode. I talk about Eva Braun. I didn't know a whole lot about Eva Braun, so it was interesting to kind of look into her and research a little bit about her. If you don't know who Eva Braun is, that's Hitler's girlfriend. Hitler's niece. Yeah, I've heard some stuff about that too, right? Hello, Megalodon. Interestingly enough, sorry, excuse me, we didn't have Wednesday join us in the chat. She's always in the lives. You know what? We're going to grab the boxes and go through the list of who we've covered on the channel. The old boxes. Here we go. I got a lot of them. Woo! Excuse me. Let's see. So, let's go through these together. You've seen the boxes in the episodes. If you're new to the channel, I've done a lot of Where Did All the Serial Killers Go stuff. And then other than that, I've done a bunch of stuff on individuals, right? Either serial killers or just weird people. Mostly serial killers. So we can go through these boxes, have a look at the different episodes. Each box represents an episode that I've covered, okay? This, who knows who this is? Anybody? This is Clark Olofsson. He's the guy, you might not know his name, but I bet you do know the name of the condition he inspired, which is Stockholm Syndrome. So I have an episode on Stockholm Syndrome and how that came to be and whether or not it's all a bunch of bullshit. That's up for everyone to decide. Some people, including the woman who it was coined after initially, think it was. Let's see, keeping up with the chat. Are you planning on covering any other serial killers from other countries? I'd love a video on La Mavaitas, the old woman killer, or, Pedrino Matador. I have covered some serial killers from other countries. I've done a few from Russia. I've done several from Great Britain. I've done a few from Australia. I haven't done any from South America yet. No. Perhaps. We'll see. This episode. This is what's being worked on right now. I'm working my way through the edit. Bonnie and Clyde, baby. I'm hoping to get it done for the weekend. You need to do the Night Stalker interview for the next press play video. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But the thing is that I can't find a version of the Night Stalker interview that's longer than about 4 minutes. If anyone knows where I can find one, or if it exists, I'd love to see it. Most of the time it's like this. It's kind of cut in with a bunch of other news segments and it's not much to it. But the other thing is he's reading from a script. It is painfully embarrassing. Have you done a video on Gary Michael Heidnik? No, I've talked about him in a video briefly. He's one of the inspirations behind Buffalo Bill because he's a guy who had the pit, similar to Buffalo Bill with, it puts the lotion on its skin. Yeah. He kept women in his base. Yeah, sorry, there you go. And fed one, girls the other. Yeah, it's very nice, isn't it? This episode, this was Heaven's Gate. It's like, how do you trust this guy? Imagine this guy comes up to you in the street and he's like, come with me. I'm going to save. Human race is in for a reset. Put on these Nikes and chop off your balls and come with me. Like, that's what the episode's about. Heaven's Gate, baby. I think the Heaven's Gate episode is one of the best episodes. Check it out. That dude reminds me of Hitler. You talking about me or him? Marshall Applewhite's why I found you. Hey, that's awesome. Richard Ramirez was so corny. He was trying so hard to be cool and edgy. Yeah. Oh my God. It's painfully brutal, isn't it? Like that interview that he gives. He's like, what does he say again? He's like, aren't all people evil or something? Like, it's so brutal. The government, like, oh my God, it sounds like the most rehearsed thing I've ever seen. When's your next video? My next video is going to be this weekend. Hell or high water, I'm going to finish Bonnie and Clyde over the next few days and have that episode out. It's going to be probably the longest episode I've ever released. But it's Bonnie and Clyde like you haven't seen before. So I think you want to check it out for sure. Did you do an episode of the Canadian fighter pilot? I think you did. Hey man, you missed the live stream with all the members. You should have been there. 8673. Where were you? I did do an episode. I did a full episode on him. You're talking about Russell Williams, Colonel Russell Williams, and I have a full episode on him. It's one of my better ones. Oh, wait, it's live right now? Dang. Yeah, I decided to just hop in here and chat with everybody else, too, after doing the members live. Have you seen the Netflix series about Clark Olofsson? Yeah, it's Bill Skarsgård, and it's from Clark, and it's directed by Jonas Åkerlund, Metallica, Madonna, Beyonce, and so on. He also played briefly in yes, I have. That was the kind of the impetus for making the episode, because that Clark, my brother was watching. It was like, this Clark thing's awesome. Yeah, bro, you got to do a Ted. I have a Ted Kaczynski episode. I have a full episode on Ted Kaczynski. I think it's called it used to be called The Unabomber Jerked Off with Bacon Grease. I don't remember what it's called anymore, but it's there. It's there. Let me see. Hold on. I'll tell you what it's called. The Unabomber episode. It's a good one. People are always telling me I got to do episodes on certain people, and then it's like, more often than not, I've done it, and they're like, "Oh, great!" So yes, I have. So do you already know when the first video for season 2 of Where Did All the Serial Killers Go is dropping? I do not know exactly when. It'll be in August. Depends. We got to find that place to shoot, like we were talking about in the members live. We lost our spot. But that's okay. Let's see. Unabomber episode was called. I'm going to find it and point it to you. Here it's a good one. It is called. Wow, it was a long time ago. Oh, it's called The Unabomber Video You Haven't Seen. And it looks like this. Okay. Go find it and watch it. It's a good one. Have you done any episodes on British serial killers? Some of them are dumb as rocks. I have. I've done a Harold Shipman episode. I have done an episode on the Black Panther. He's Britain. He's not a serial killer. I've done... I want to say there's more. I know there is more, but yeah, those two for sure. Do you think the MK Ultra stuff is legit? You know, my gut at my knee jerking instinct is to say no, but like, there's a lot of people a lot smarter than me that think yes, and I haven't looked into it nearly enough to make any such claims. So I am working on the MK Ultra episode. It's in the list, and it's just so big that I've been putting off getting around to it. To be honest, I'm thinking of reaching out and having that be a collaboration because it's just so huge. Do you have any episodes on school shooters? I have an episode about why serial killers are different from mass shooters, because a lot of people said that we don't have serial killers anymore. We just have mass shooters. They've evolved into mass shooters. And I don't think that's the case. And I have an episode on why that is. And within that episode, I speak about Elliot Rodger. I speak about Columbine. I speak about, the guy from Uvalde. Is that how you pronounce it? I forget. Didn't you do Nielsen? Yeah. Yes, Nielsen. The guy who runs Heaven's Gate site is Sawyer. Yeah, I would love to talk to Sawyer. Why? Can you connect me? I made a joke in the Heaven's Gate episode that went under the radar, and nobody saw. I don't know. Maybe people saw it, but like throughout the episode, I kept cutting back to this graph of their membership numbers, and it was like it kept going up and up and up. And then Marshall said, "You got to cut off your balls," and then it went down, 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 down. And then they said this, and it went up, up, up. And then he said this, "You got to kill yourself," and it went down, 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 down. And then to like 7 people or however many left, right? And then they actually do the thing. And it went all the way down, and I left it at 1, and the 1 just kept going because it was the webmaster. Made me laugh. Looking good with the spectacles. Well, thank you. I've joined the Leagues of the Blind, probably from editing these episodes, to be honest. You could do one about David McGowan's program to kill. Yeah. I know a guy who knows him. I don't think he'd want to talk to me. I'd love to do a Guess Who episode with that guy. That would be so good. I should maybe reach out. I saw the Heaven's Gate show. Thank you. News stripped down. Robin, news stripped down. You should have joined the members live, man. Had cameras on and everything. New York thanks you for the smoke cloud. Yeah, man. Well, trust me, it's really bad right here too. Yeah, Northern Ontario. Same with you, Thomas. Where were you for the members chat, guys? It was fun. It was only a few of us. But yeah, no, it was brutal today. Is the sky's orange and like it was affecting my eyes, and I'm inside. My throat right now feels a bit fucked up. I had my air filters. I have a few air filters, and I had them turned on in the living room. And hey, tell me about this Sawyer guy, please. I'm interested. Been any news on Rex Hooverman? Not other than he pleaded totally guilty and took that plea. So he's agreed to speak to someone. Whether or not we ever get to hear about that or not, we don't know. Oh, I'm not a member, right? Charles Bronson episode, probably one of the better ones, right? Definitely one of the most popular ones. And part 2 of this is in the works. Whoa, never expected you to go live. Been binging your videos while I work. The way you present these scams is a breath of fresh air, which we don't have here. Like I just said, we have fire air. But hey, thank you. No, I go live like most every single week on Wednesdays, and we just chat. We just hang out. We don't, no agenda, just talk about whatever. I follow along the comments. I just got out of a members live. So I had a live chat for members, and it was just like, the members group is small. So it was nice, intimate chat. You could join the channel if you'd like. It's $3.99. I'd buy a breakfast cereal shirt. Yeah, they're coming. I've worked with a designer to make some really cool ones. Nothing too aggressive. They're going to be logo up here type thing. It's pretty cool. It's a different look. Choppa Reed from Australia. If you haven't seen this episode, another good one. Guy's got a crazy rap album. You don't want to miss it. There was a German serial killer called Peter Goebbels. He got caught because he dropped his ID. Next one, I heard of this guy. Whenever I see Goebbels, I think Nazis, right? Because that was one of the main ones. Y'all don't even have to show your face if you don't want. Yeah, on the live. Yeah, you don't. Most people didn't in the members live. I did. There he is. We were just talking about him. Not Kuklinski, sorry. Kaczynski. Hey, Tommy, who's Ted Kaczynski? Unabomber. You know what that is? Tell me what that is. Bobby, Tommy. Carl Panzram. This is going to be another video that I have planned that I would love to do is my book club episode starring Carl about his book. Me and some old ladies. I didn't realize you actually made those cereal boxes. I was convinced they were green and then edited in. That is commitment. Yeah, no, I've thought of that as a bunch of times. It's like, could I just make one and then just be able to repeat? And it's not really. I wear a different shirt, a different robe, the movement, the tracking. By the time I did all of that, it would probably be more work in post than it is for me to just see. They're just a regular cereal box that I flattened out, and then I break it apart completely. And I have these templates that I've used, and I made giant stickers, and I worked with a printer in town and made giant stickers. I put them together. I cut them out. Boom, cereal box. They look good, eh? So I did a Vaughn episode. Yeah, King Vaughn. Do you keep up with the drill stuff? Could be another avenue. I don't really know. That was just one that ever since I started doing the Weird All the Serial Killer stuff, people mentioned him a lot in the comments. King Vaughn. Eventually I was like, okay, I got to check this out. First time here, just finding out what's going on here on a live stream. Right on. Welcome, Doctor. We're just going through. There's the guy somebody was asking about earlier. This is Russell Williams, the Canadian military guy. He was a high-ranking official who killed a few people and dressed up in a lot of people's underwear. Cool guy. I'm still working through my binge of your channel. I'm on summer vacation, but I have to go back to the kindergartners on Monday. I am a giant fan. Alina May, yes, I've seen you commenting, and I believe I've responded once or twice. Thank you for checking out everything, and I appreciate the comments. I think it was you. Was it you? We were talking about the Bobbit episode, maybe not. But if you want my recommendations for the channel, if you haven't seen it, stuff here, I would say check out check out the technology video for the Where'd All the Serial Killers Go type stuff. My personal favorite episode, the John Wayne Bobbitt episode. My other personal favorites are things like, I think the Wade Wilson episode is great. I think the Charles Bronson episode is great. I think the Making John Wayne Gacy's Last Meal episode is really good and different. Those are my recommendations if you're new. I'm always so confused why some people think serial killers are clever. They seem to think higher the count, the more intelligent, but some of them, like BTK, were so incredibly stupid. Yeah, I mean, lots of them were dumb. They're just people. They're just, I think it's more comes down to that they're just people that they can't control their impulses. You recommended it and it was up next and I laughed so hard. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Bobbit is the best. And KFC. Yeah, KFC's a good one, eh? Chill Fortnite vibes, man. Hi there. I just started watching your channel. Has anyone asked what the upcoming schedule is for the new serial subject matter material? Are you talking about the Where'd All the Serial Killers Go stuff? You might be, because I was saying that I was gonna do a summer of Where'd All the Serial Killers Go. That's gonna start in August, if that's what you're talking about. The one about the interview with Jeffrey and Lionel Dahmer is one of my favorites. Yeah, that's a good one, eh? Like, it's because Lionel's so friggin' weird, man. I tend to check out if some channels like this do either Ed Gein or Zodiac. What's all this Zodiac being a fraud? What are you talking about? I tend to check out if some channels like this do either Ed Gein and Zodiac. What do you mean? Zodiac being a fraud. Cool, thank you, says Sarah. What were you asking me about? Oh, yeah, all the serial killers go. Yeah. I don't think serial killers are clever. I think they kill without an obvious motive, so it's harder to investigate. I think they have usually they have a very obvious motive, I think. But I think they definitely have a motive. I think what makes it difficult is that they're not killing people that are connected to them, and regular murder happens like 98% of the time, someone from within your circle, and like a motive that is traceable. Whereas a serial killer motive is often because of some sort of sexual deviancy or something like that. Whereas if you murder someone for like financial reasons, insurance money, blah, 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 like that's going to point at you, right? I love your content. I hope one day you'll be able to make daily videos. Wow. I don't think so. Weekly is what I'm doing right now, right? Daily like content like that I make, because I don't think I could ever hand off my editing. I don't think it's feasible. I could potentially get to a spot where there's 2 videos a week, where one is like a flagship and the other is more like the one where I react to like a Dahmer interview or something, and I outsource that other edit. The co-ed killer and Bundy were objectively above average IQ, though. Some got by pure luck and police incompetence. Yeah, well, IQ is not a good indicator either. Emotional intelligence is a much bigger thing in a lot of ways. Daily videos would make quality dip too low. It wouldn't be worth it. Yeah. I love the Guess Who episodes. Please do more. Yeah, you know what? They're some of my favorites as well. It's just hard to find guests. I mean, I'd love to do lots of Guess Who episodes. You guys think of some guests? I'm in Canada too. I mean, I can fly people here. I mean, it's not that much. I could find someone that was worth it. $300 for a flight. Okay, I'll lose money, but like it's still like be worth it, you know? Maybe that guy from MK Ultra would be interesting if he would actually consider it. So, and a lot of people think they don't want to, because I can get a little bit goofy or whatever. But I found various videos out there that put forward the theory that Zodiac was not one person, but was a group. Oh, yeah. It's odd, but it's real. Have you found this theory? I've heard of that theory, yes. Do you think mass surveillance is a good thing, considering it tends to keep the creeps in the shadows, or rather much more hesitant? I mean, there's there's good and bad, right? There's like a lot of things. My vote is always call me Chris. I say it every live. I know she's big, but she has the same dark humor as you and talks about similar stuff. Yeah, I'd love to have call me Chris, but see, when they're that big, they're not gonna give me the time of day if I email them. I gotta find people. Yeah, it's just the unfortunate truth. I wouldn't do that if I was big. Maybe I would. I don't know. But if they'd have to be good. And that's like me saying I think I'm good, I guess, but I don't know. Fellow Canadian, I'm in St. John. Awesome. New Brunswick. That's where my mom was born. Hook up with last podcast, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Same with that chapter. I think it's sad that the increase in CCTV everywhere is that it leads to any form of crime to be pushed towards people with lower income. Yeah. I was listening about the cheese board. Cheese board. Sorry. That's probably a autocorrect. Chessboard killer. The cheese board killer is another one, though. He's like a charcuterie board killer. He's like, hey, that guy did use. No, I made a joke in that episode about sticking salami up somebody. Hey, I'm Canadian too. I'm in Guelph. Hey, Ginger Snap. You are not far. You are not far at all. If you're in Guelph. You're in Guelph? We're getting close. I'm trying to think of a way to hint it to you there. I love that you're in Guelph. We can do a real life meetup. Like, seriously, Guelph's like 15 minutes. Chessboard. How about Kohlberg's professor as a guest? Yeah, you know what? I thought about that. I'm in Victoria. Thoughts on the true crime community, which glorifies mass shooters and serial killers to children online? Well, I don't know. I don't think most of them intentionally are glorifying serial killers. I do think that if you're not adding something new to the conversation and you're just basically like reading a Wikipedia article and like rubbernecking on crime scene photos and playing dark droning music behind your stuff, I think that's questionable. And I think it's like a lot of the TikTok stuff, just total garbage, honestly. But I think if you've got an original voice, an original comment, an original outlook, or like in my case, hopefully making fun of the bad guy, that it's a little different. But it shouldn't be watched by kids. Kitchener or Brantford? What, a KW? What do you mean, Umbraladus? Where are you at? Could do a duo special that's extra in all the best ways. Do you think that we'll ever see a new golden age serial killers? maybe due to more people having mental breakdowns and seeing content. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, they didn't know they were having one when they did, right? It's all in hindsight. So be interesting to see where things go. Ever thought about going on location? I did in one episode once. Only found your channel by chance about 2 weeks ago, and I think I've managed to binge watch almost all of your videos already. The editing quality is through the roof. Amazing work. Well, thank you, Mr. Olive Free. I take a lot of pride in editing. Editing's been a passion of mine. It's my thing. Wednesday, you missed the other live. It's okay. Ever thought about going? There's a massive subculture on TT dedicated to glorifying them. Yeah, that's awful. There shouldn't be. Yes, but you say, but what do you mean? What do we mean glorify? It's not like they are praising them. It's hard to remember they are humans, and some of them had good qualities. Just by noting that doesn't make it glorifying. Yes, but continued attention without saying something new. You don't need to add to that pool of content that adds to the mystique almost, right? By just playing the droning music and like rubbernecking, like I kept saying, on the crime scene photos. You need to say add something to the conversation. Otherwise, yeah, no, that's my opinion. It does start to cross into that category, I think. What's your real job? You look like a teacher or a computer geek. That's a comment on glasses. Look, you got a makeover. Whoa. I'm a filmmaker. That's my job. Always has been. A director and an editor. How about a video on people like Bathory? I don't even know who that is. Another guy who is said to have killed thousands of children. Both. I don't want to do kids. People kill kids. Ugh. I've seen Rira being praised, excused for his looks, tied in with the community. I don't know. It's a phase for them, Stefan. They will be embarrassed in a few years, and the new edgy kids will take their place. Somebody start popping some links. Email me. My email is on the channel, breakfast serial killer, serial with an S, breakfast serial killer at gmail.com. Email me some of these links, and maybe I'll make fun of them for an episode. Oh, no, Wednesday. No apologies necessary. I'm sorry. Your cat is very shouty. Here's the problem for my cat. I went away to the cottage and we left her a big bowl of food, as you do sometimes with a cat, right? Normally we have somebody check in with her a couple of times, and then something happened with that person and they were unable to check in with the cat. Now I had left more than enough food and more than enough water, but when we got back, the cat she's been super attachment problem for like the last couple of days now that we've been back. So she keeps coming up in the middle of the night. Yeah, but she's okay. Yeah, but most of these people, Brandon, aren't giving a new perspective. They're just telling you the facts of the same old facts of the case. They're just literally like regurgitating the facts of the case. BTK killed 12 people between 1970 and 2005. He started with the Otero family, and then here's the photos of the Otero family. There's no insight there. There's no perspective. Yeah. Well, that explains the top tier channel. I recently discovered it and have been thoroughly enjoying your content. Love the humorous takes. Thanks, Dominic. Glasses are very James Spader circa 80s. Cool. Thank you. The kitty missed you. She did. I've been subbed for years, And I was always surprised with the insanely high production quality from the start. Well, thank you. I mean, yeah, I didn't just decide to start a YouTube channel and figure out how to make video. I made video for a long time and then decided to do it. And I even worked for a very big YouTube channel for a while. Is my Guelph friend here? Do I use DaVinci Resolve? Cameraman Eric uses Resolve all the time. We used to use Resolve for color. Now Resolve's become a big thing for editing. I've done some client work in Resolve. I still don't edit this channel in Resolve, though. Poor Bruce. Yeah. We got 55 in the chat. Brampton here. Hey, Brampton, what's up? We got to do a Canada meetup. You guys want to go to Tim's or something? Yeah, how are you doing with the orange smoke sky? Jeez, it's brutal. No, Brandon, no worries for my bad business. We're you know how it is. We're just chatting. Excited to be here. We're back, Maddie. I decided to hop in live too. Casey, I'm gonna go for another few minutes and then call it. Oh, it's 11 p.m. already. My God, my goodness gracious. I'll tell you what I dislike about most content creators in this space. They are over the top with their demeaning language towards these people. It's like they forget that they are human beings. So why you don't? But that's what I do most of the time, isn't it? What do you need in Guelph? I don't need anything in Guelph. I don't need. I'm just saying I understand they did bad things, but they are still human. Yeah, of course they are. They're still human. Yes. Here's someone you should look into. I've heard of this guy who took his 12-year-old on the spree. Hey, I sent you an email about Sawyer. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm going to see if I got it. Make sure you send it to the right spot because I'm very interested in that. I did. Thank you. I'm going to look into that. I'll respond to you maybe later tonight. Anything about alpine divorce? What's that? Guelph has the abandoned or to wander about. What do you mean? Are those places? Been awake because I had my wisdom tooth removed a few days ago. So I was waiting for the meds to kick in. It's 4 a.m. in the UK. So now they've kicked in and I'm going back to sleep. Take care. Later. The Washington snipers. Like the DC sniper? That's such a crazy story. I couldn't remember if it was the actual motive or just a theory. And I looked it up again. And I guess it was the actual motive. Or they think it was. I can't remember. But that his goal was to kill his ex-wife. So we thought, I'll start shooting random people so that there's panic around about this sniper. And then I'll mix my ex-wife in and then do a couple more after her even. And then they will just attribute it to this sniper and they won't look at me, the ex-husband. It's crazy. Might have worked if, I don't know, who knows, right? When are we getting the Playground Swing episode? You guys already got one. No problem. Love the content, man. We'll definitely get to 1 million subs. Hopefully. Alpine divorce, where? It's where a man takes a woman out into the wilderness and abandons her, pushes her down a mountain. Oh, yeah. Heard of that. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's not interesting. Oh, I forgot to ask, what's a VO? You said he's from out here. I forgot to ask what VO meant. Oh, VO guy, voiceover guy. The guy who does voiceovers for the channel from time to time. He's from out there, and Utah. Like he's like with the low voice guy, you know. Who's the Guelph guy? I used to work at Market Fresh in Cargill. New Fear Unlocked, LOL. Joseph Callinger, also known as the Shoemaker, was a Philadelphia shoemaker who, driven by severe schizophrenia and childhood trauma, terrorized Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Okay, it's past midnight here, so I'm off. Good night. I'm going to Market Fresh on Friday. I've never been to Market Fresh in Guelph. I've been to, let me think here. What do you guys have there? It's been a while. You know what? There's a good Italian restaurant in Guelph. Bon Gusto? Is that what it's called? It's been a while. I used to like it. Oh, Greek Garden. Yep, that's it. Right. Market Fresh has amazing European bakery. Now we're just talking. We're in a live stream to like talking about Guelph. Good taste is excellent. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I liked it quite a bit. Half the restaurant side was much nicer than the newer side. Ever listen to the podcast Dark Topic? No. There's so many podcasts, eh? Okay, people, we're going to go for 4 more minutes to 11:10. And we're going to call it a night. Do you ride a motorcycle? No, I do not. Good night. Thank you for making quality, interesting content. Thank you. Always interesting to learn about serial killers and Guelph. Duty calls, night all. Good night. I can talk about food all day or listen to true crime. Blame Canada, says Kermit. South Park reference. What's wrong with Canada? All right, smoke them if you got them. Any of the final questions? Have you ever thought about the difference or similarities between serial from different countries like USA and Germany or something? Like comparing, like, oh, what's a US killer versus a German killer? I haven't thought of doing that. No, it's an interesting idea. I'm happy I caught your live. I'll be looking for the no swing set shirt. Haha. That'd be a good one, eh? Just like the logo here. Yeah, that's definitely one that I'm going to make. Just like the kid with the cross. That logo. When I made that logo, it made me laugh. But I just joined. You just joined what? Oh, the live. Sorry. I fell off monkey bars and broke my arm while in 4th grade. Do I meet the standard of your theory? No, it has to be a swing set. Monkey bars? I don't know what that makes you. Maybe you'll turn into like a spree. But serial killer? No, swing set. Every documentary, it's a swing set. They're never monkey, but they're like, he was hit in the head by a swing. Okay, folks, I'm going to call it. I hope everybody enjoyed an impromptu live. No agenda. What happened to the Guess Who show? I need to find more guests. I need guests. It's not easy. I want to do way more Guess Who stuff. I'll do a follow-up Wednesday. The new theory of monkey bars and spree killers. Have a great night, folks. Have a great night, Alina. You too. All right, people. Take care, and I will see you on the weekend. Hell or High Water. Bonnie and Clyde comes out this weekend. Bye-bye.